MegaMart, the best value by far.
MegaMart, best value by far. Get more with your membership card. Up to 3% back when you buy. Me a tell the truth, me not tell no lie. Waterloo, Manila, Bay and Portmore. All over Jamaica, you must find a store whether you walk, take bus or come in a car. It's always the best value by far.
The best value by far.
MegaMart, the best value by far.
I'm a place. Mega to the desert. Allison and Rochelle. What, Campo? What?
We have a special guest today.
Special guest?
You have to be on your P's and Q's.
I'm always on my P's and
No.
Q's. What?
Not really.
No. Show you I'm on my P's and Q's.
Why are you talking so loud?
I'm not. Welcome to the MegaMart shopping show, your family show, right? You don't say hello yet, you know. P's and Q's have manners.
Hi.
Hi. Hold on, I think something. Who's the special guest? Why is it?
Mrs. Azan.
Mrs. Azan is here with us today. Remember we did the deli
Hold on.
before?
You mean D, Mrs. Azan?
Yes.
Mrs. Azan.
Hi, the boss, man. Mrs. Azan.
Mrs. A. She's here.
His mommy is here.
His mommy?
His mommy.
His mommy?
Yes.
So
Why
we
you
have to
talking
be
so loud?
on top of our game today. Very proper.
Look all right.
And don't offer to pay any bills.
No. Is mommy here, man?
Yeah.
So where is she?
She's
Around
over by the
corner.
deli.
She's going to show us how to make authentic hummus today.
What?
Hummus. Remember we're by the deli. We did the kibbeh, the hummus, the tabbouleh. Hummus.
I have to remember the name, because I don't want to
Just say hummus.
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 You
ready?
All right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we look.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You look okay.
I walk
you
all right.
never
I walk all right. I walk all
You don't
right.
have to be so tense.
I'm for walk. I'm for look.
She can see you.
Good morning, Mrs. Azan.
Good morning, Chris.
Hi, good morning.
And how are you this lovely morning?
Listen, this is the first time I'm officially
I am
meeting.
sorry,
Oh,
I
she
can't
has
touch
gloves
you.
on. She's going to be cooking. What is it to preparing again?
I am doing, it's a food from the Arab world, and it is one of the recipes that I have compiled in a little catalog for myself, because making Arab food is a little difficult, but I have made it very easy. I have
Wonderful.
gone through and taken the old family recipes and compiled into a very easy way to do Arab food.
Oh, so we're being cultured in Arab dish
Arab
today.
cuisine.
Arab cuisine. You find the right word.
Yes. This dish is called hummus. And it's made with a sesame sauce, and the base of it is chickpeas.
Give me some history about hummus. How would you eat it? When
Well,
would you eat
hummus was really a food that the Arabs used in the times when it was cold and they had no meat.
it? Okay.
Beef, cattle wasn't killed, and so they developed this. It's a full, complete meal. You can live on hummus with pita bread, and you can live on it. It's pure vegetarian, and it's quite international now.
Yes.
You find it on all the restaurants and delis
Of course,
all over the world.
Arab culture is all over the place,
Yes,
right?
and you know, Arab food has different flavors and tastes depending on the region, because it's a very large region.
Right.
So I am actually doing the version that is Lebanese, from Lebanon.
Okay.
And you'll find it in a lot of Lebanese restaurants here in Jamaica
Yes,
too.
and certainly they're quite.
And it's available at the deli here. We do it and we sell it, and we also do it in flavors. So I'm going to show you today how to do all of that.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. We don't have much time, as you ladies know, right? So I'm going to ask you, Mr. Azan,
let's
get
make
into
a
it.
start.
All right.
Okay. This is chickpeas, and it's canned chickpeas. You can use dried chickpeas, but it's a little longer process.
Right.
Now, always remember to wipe the tops of your cans, because they've been sitting in warehouses and supermarket shelves,
That's
and they
right.
have dirt on them. I usually wash mine.
That's right.
And then once you open that now, I'm actually using 2 tins. But you will see on the website a recipe for using 1 tin, which will make a smaller version.
Okay.
Now this you drain.
I like the fact that you're using 2 tins, because we have a large crew here, so we can enjoy the food.
Drain it well and into your food processor.
Okay. And of course, you had placed 1 tin
I'll
inside
put
of
1
it.
tin in there, yes.
Okay.
For a quick, I pulse it for a few minutes
All right.
just to get it all mixed up. And then I put in my other ingredients, which are the juice.
What kind of juice?
The juice from the can.
From the can.
The liquid from the can.
Okay.
And for this, I have measured, for the 2 cans, I've measured 3/4 cup.
3/4 cups.
You
if
can
you don't
add
have this kind of food processor, you can certainly use a blender that you can get here from
anything
MegaMart.
that can mash it up. In fact, in the old days, we used to pound it.
Okay. That's
In a-
right, with
in a-
mortar, like something like that.
Mortar
There you
and
go.
pestle.
So if you don't have a blender available, then you
Right.
can always pound it out. Just
No,
like that.
no, I have the cloves of 3 garlic. I have minced it here in the mortar. And with a little salt.
Is there a particular reason why you use the mortar for the garlic, or it's just your
I
style?
prefer it. I find that it gets the garlic smashed up.
Right, right.
Whereas in the food processor, you're inclined to get little flecks of garlic, which is not very pleasant for those people who...
So you squeeze it out and get it real mashed to a mash.
And if you like Scotch bonnet, you can actually add some Scotch bonnet
Inside
into this.
the
Now this is juice of lemon, which I've done before, lime juice. And I'm using here a 1/4 cup.
Right.
And I just blend this out here, mix it out.
So that's the garlic you're mixing now.
The garlic, the salt,
Salt.
And the lime
And of
juice.
course
And
the
the
lime,
lime juice.
lime
How
juice.
much salt was that?
1 teaspoon, two
Okay,
half
1 teaspoon of
teaspoons.
salt.
1 teaspoon.
I measured a half teaspoon in there before we
Okay.
started. Okay.
All right. So remember we're making hummus right
hummus?
now? Yes. It's
Which is pureed chickpeas
right.
with a sesame dressing. No, this dressing is called tahini,
tahini.
and it's made with the sesame seed
Right.
paste. So you get the sesame oil and the liquid.
Tahini, and
The
of course
paste.
you can find tahini right here, ladies.
Right here,
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
at
Right
MegaMart.
here, MegaMart.
MegaMart.
Right.
And into the 2 cans, just give it a little stir.
How
Right.
much tahini do we use for this recipe?
So this is how the
1 tablespoon, because this is a half tablespoon. And I use 3, which is 6 of this. So we're done 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's looking nice, and of course you're going to be mixing, blending all of this together.
All
right?
of this is blended together.
It's looking great, ladies. I just love the way you're maneuvering quite easily. You can see how of course, natural. How long have you been preparing hummus? This meal is part of your culture.
I learned this at my grandmother's knees.
At your,
So
your
we pulse a
grandma's.
little again to mix. And then we just leave on this blender. This is an Oster blender, and this blender is available right here. It's actually a food processor, not
Yes.
a blender. And it really is very good. I would recommend it. We have it here in MegaMart in different brands. We have the Proctor Silex and the Hamilton Beach. I personally prefer the Oster, but it's up to your taste. I like this because it's heavy duty. The bottom is very heavy and it sits very well on the table.
Yes, and that's very important to point out that of course you don't only service just the public, but you particularly buy the products that you bring here
Absolutely,
at MegaMart
absolutely.
and use them in your homes as well. So you
And
can just,
the other thing is I do my garlic ahead because I cook a lot. So I do my garlic ahead and I store it in my fridge so that when I'm ready for the garlic, it's already done.
and of course it's in the fridge, so it's nice
Yes,
and
you
well
can
kept.
feel it's still cold.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
How long do we mix this for, Mrs. A?
I mix this for about, well, you mix it until you get the right consistency, but that usually happens in about 8 minutes.
And that consistency is what the texture, right texture,
The taste in your mouth.
right?
No, let's try it and see. Who is willing to give this a try?
Well, you know, I'm here and I'm beginning to I have no problems tasting it. Yeah, listen, I like to learn new cultures.
Okay, you tell me about the taste.
And what am I supposed to be looking for?
Salt, lemon.
Salt and lemon. And the texture?
And the texture should be not exactly fine, but
Yes.
not too coarse.
Not too coarse.
Right,
All
so taste it.
Here's
Go
the,
ahead,
here's
go
the
ahead.
taste. It's definitely not too fine and not too coarse. I think we got that right.
Well, I'm going to take a taste. Since I'm the cook.
Right. I do have the lemon and the salt. I think we've got this right.
This is perfect to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we've got this right.
So the only thing that's left now to do here is to blend it in a little more so it gets more air so it will be lighter. You see, it is at this stage where you can add more salt if you want.
Right.
You can add more lime juice. All depends on your taste. Taste is really subjective.
Right. This is perfect, though. It's perfect.
Okay.
And you were saying you could add Scotch bonnet as well. So
Yes,
if you like
you
a
add
little more
Scotch
kick,
bonnet.
That's right.
I add, this here is jerk seasoning, which I add to it. But not everybody likes pepper. So that's why I did 2 tins. We'll do 1 tin, we'll do a half of this mixture, plain,
Right.
and then I'll put the jerk seasoning for those who like the little
So
extra
is
kick.
that, would you normally do that traditionally, or that's a Jamaican
Well,
flavor?
no,
that you
no, the jerk is traditional. We, in our tradition, use the Scotch bonnet.
The Scotch bonnet.
Yes.
Okay.
Which we would do with the garlic.
Right. So
beef.
the jerk is kind of adding our region
Adding the
flavors to it.
Jamaican flavor to it, the
Right,
jerk
I like
flavor.
that. I like that. I like that.
Okay, you can add cumin, you can add just about anything you want, cilantro, you know, any
Right.
flavor that suits you. You will see it's not a harsh tasting food.
No, no.
So you can do the, make it a little more to your suiting,
Right.
to your
To
taste.
your liking.
Right.
This was nice.
Okay, can you get me the kibbis on there?
So after you, I mean, you're preparing this now. What would you have the hummus with? What
Okay,
would you
I'm going to
prepare
show
with?
you
All right.
how you serve
Oops,
this
sorry.
up and what you do with it.
All right.
Let's get these out of the way.
So we have the pleasure of having Mrs. Azan here on set today. The ladies, of course, didn't give me pre-warning, but of course with the lady here, we have to ensure that we treat her quite well.
of course.
Of course.
So this blender, this food processor does not get overheated. So you can leave it on while you're doing something else. And that's another reason why I like the Oster, because most of them can't run continuously like this.
It's cold.
Yes. So it's very good for foods that you really want to get down and frosty and fluffy and, you know, that smooth texture.
Excellent stuff.
So I'll
So
turn
this
it
is
off
done.
now.
This was done a long time.
Yeah, this is done. So now I'm going to show you the serving ways that you serve it.
And what is that we just brought to the table?
This is kibbis. We call it kibbis. It's really just
Do you want another
What is
bag?
it?
beef and wheat, and inside we have a stuffing of the same beef and wheat.
Oh. And if you don't mind, how would you prepare it, or can you get it here? Or
You can buy it right here at the deli.
You can get it right here at the deli.
Right here
so
at
you
the
don't need
deli.
to worry about this part of the
Right.
meal right now. And
If
this
you
is,
buy this at the deli here, you can use this as your complement to it.
Okay.
Now remember I said this is totally one meal. So a lot of people in the Arab world, they just eat hummus for a meal.
right.
And even here in Jamaica, I find a lot of the people who are like religious people that don't eat meat of any kind,
Right.
they use it as a complete meal. It's also used as a side dish. Instead of a baked potato, you can have this. And it's really traditionally served with things like shish kebab or a chicken kebab
Yes, yes.
or a nice piece of grilled chicken breast.
But when I'm in the UK, that's why I love my kebabs. That's why I
Yes,
love good UK.
and this is great to serve with it.
Right.
Because you know kebabs are dry,
Yes, yes.
and this is a little moist, so it adds a little moisture to it. And you know how Jamaicans love their gravy.
Yes, yes. You know, I'm one of those.
Would you like a taste?
Oh, sure. Let me
It's
taste
cool,
this right
but
here. Yeah.
well, now we're going to dip that into this, and you're going to really be in for a treat.
This is a lovely display tray right here. Where did you get this display? This is nice.
MegaMart.
You got this at MegaMart.
Absolutely.
Really? This display tray?
Yep.
This is a set. It comes with this this particular.
Exactly as you see, I'm using it. It's the
Wow.
way it goes.
So everything you see here, you can get at MegaMart. And look at this display. This is lovely.
So now we dip this in this, and you taste that now. Heavenly, right?
One lady have to get into it. Okay. This didn't take very long at all.
No.
We're done within the
You
time.
can prepare a meal like this, if you're just going to have this alone, in less than 15 minutes.
That's right. Can we go over everything again so we can
Sure.
ensure that our viewers
Sure.
Get everything from scratch.
Is there one more?
Yes,
Just
sir.
fix this up for me, girls, and let's go over it.
Yeah, please, ladies. And bring everything, ladies, so we can dip and enjoy this lovely meal that was prepared by Mrs. Azan here. You know I love to get it back. So we started off with what? This
Chickpeas.
chickpeas right here.
Now, this brand Progresso is not the only brand of chickpeas.
Right.
I just happen to use it because the measurements are what I use. But you can use any brand of chickpeas that is in a can because that means it's pre-cooked.
That's right.
Now you can use a dried chickpeas, but you have to soak it overnight and then boil it. And it's a little tedious to do. And you remember at the beginning of the program, I told you I made my recipes very simple. I've simplified all the Arab recipes and I put them into a collection.
And where can people find this collection?
No, it's it's actually online. If you go on Fiverr, fiverr.com.
Right.
You can see.
You can see the collection.
Yes.
And they type in what? They type in.
You type in lifestyle foods, and you'll see food from the Arab world.
Okay, and of course, yours. Congratulations, by the way. I'm going to check that out. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So, ladies, not easy.
Okay, so let's go back through the steps.
Right,
We
chickpeas.
started with the chickpeas. We minced our garlic.
Right, but we separated the juice as well, didn't we?
Yes,
The chickpeas.
I'm telling you what the ingredients are first.
Okay.
The garlic, salt, tahini, and lime juice.
Okay. That's right.
Okay? So those are your ingredients. Now the method. Wipe your cans properly before you open them, please.
Very important.
Separate the grounds from the liquid from the bean.
Right.
Put the beans, combine your beans into the food processor with your garlic, which you have pulverized in a food mortar with a little salt. Mix everything together now, and then you blend. You blend until you get the right consistency, which usually takes about 10 minutes, as you can see from here. If you're doing 1 can, it will be less, of course. But I'm doing 2 cans here.
And it shouldn't be too grainy, and it shouldn't be too thick.
But you will see that it's forming bubbles.